Standard TV hardware is currently stuck in a cycle of incremental updates. The screens look fantastic, but the physical interaction with the device hasn't really changed in years. TCL is attempting to break that cycle with the QM9K. It uses a built-in radar sensor that detects movement, waking up to your presence. This radar dictates two separate weak states. Walk into the room, and the TV triggers a photo screensaver. Walk within 7 feet, and it activates a dashboard with the time, weather, and news. We have to determine if this ambient sensor is a mandatory evolution for your home theater or a bolted-on novelty for a premium display. Resolution, panel thickness, and operating system speed have largely plateaued across the industry. This grid shows how standard upgrades have become uniform across flagship models. TCL is using this exclusive hardware category to pull the QM9K away from the rest of the pack. Accessing that exclusivity carries significant financial weight. You're looking at a flagship price range between $1,600 and $2,000. To see if that price is justified, we need to separate the raw performance of the panel from the smart software features. The physical screen is the strongest pillar of this entire package. This is a QD-MiniLED setup, which serves as the primary driver for the TV's visual fidelity and color accuracy. This chart shows the panel's sheer power. Standard TVs and OLEDs struggle with glare, but the QM9K hits 6,500 nits. It maintains deep contrast by using targeted mini-LED zones to crush black levels, aligning with OLEDs and removing the need for fragile panels. TCL also designed the panel with exceptional off-angle viewing architecture to prevent color degradation. This solves a major architectural headache for wide living rooms. If you're sitting on the far end of the couch, you aren't losing the brightness or vibrance that the person in the sweet spot sees. The surrounding hardware is just as thoughtful. It uses a standard VESA mount for easy wall mounting and includes a premium-feeling metal remote with an intuitive layout. This level of panel performance and physical design justifies the elite pricing before we even look at the smart features. On the software side, the everyday experience is powered by Google TV. The interface is fast, and TCL's specific settings overlay is exceptionally speedy, letting you make adjustments without interrupting your viewing. You might see Gemini AI highlighted in the marketing, as this was the first Google TV product to launch with it. Ignore Gemini when making your decision. Google is rolling this out to all modern Google TV devices, so it isn't a unique reason to buy this specific set. That brings us to the final evaluation pillar, that exclusive radar presence sensor. Theoretically, this is the promise of the ambient TV, a screen that anticipates your needs without you ever touching a remote. The radar divides your room into these two zones. Passing the threshold triggers the photos, while walking within 7 feet brings up the widgets. However, that 7-foot zone is severely limited. It only displays 3 things: the time, the weather, and news headlines. You cannot customize these widgets. You are forced to view those specific topics, even if you have no interest in the news headlines being pushed to your screen. There is also a significant remote control fail state. Walking to the couch only activates the widgets. To actually watch a show, you still have to find and use the physical remote. The sci-fi marketing promise hits a wall when faced with this rigid, dead-end software reality. If we plot the value of these features on an impact scale, the disparity is massive. QD-MiniLED technology is in the top right, high impact, high utility. The presence sensor drops to the bottom left, having very little impact on your daily viewing. This radar sensor is currently a novelty. It fails to replace traditional interaction, which makes the TV's biggest marketing hook effectively pointless. To decide if this is for you, identify your primary reason for an upgrade. Your path splits between 2 priorities: raw panel performance or smart home integration. For the enthusiast who needs bright, off-angle viewing, this TV is a strong buy. The screen is elite. For the smart home optimizer, the lack of customization makes this a skip. You should never buy a flagship product based on a first-generation software gimmick that doesn't allow for user customization. The TCL QM9K is an A+ piece of display hardware attached to a C+ smart display gimmick. If you find the 65-inch model at its discounted $1,600 price point, buy it. Just turn the presence sensor off and enjoy the screen. You will benefit from the brightness and perfect viewing angles every single day. You'll likely forget the widget dashboard exists within a week. In the world of modern displays, foundational hardware specs always yield a better return on investment than flashy parlor tricks.